Hey everyone, we're back getting another crazy amount of data just using Claude Code, my voice, a little bit of context about what kind of list our customer wants to build. And again, I was pretty blown away by everything that we're able to capture. And so in this video, we're going to go over how we use Claude Code to get, I don't know, probably 20 signals on SaaS companies. We scored them for ICP fit. We got a lot of data, including their pricing, their what kind of demos are they running? Are they hiring for people that mention demo in their job opening and things like that? Just lots and lots of really rich data. And so, hopefully, if that didn't entice you enough, this is just the file that we were ultimately able to create. We have the company name, we have the domain. These are all SaaS companies, by the way. We have their employee headcount. We have their CTA demo booking link, their contact sales. Did we get a CTA soft match? We'll explain in a text. What was the matching text? Did we get their pricing page? What was their pricing lowest USD to highest USD? Did they have enterprise? Do they have a free trial? Do we have anything in the currency? We have some ideas to include in the emails. Let's see. Do they have a sales leader? Do they have sales individual contributors? Do they have a sales engineer, marketing head? All of this data, you could just pause. I'm not going to read through all of it. But all of this data here, we got their technologies, and I'm going to go over how we built everything literally just using Claude Code and a bunch of other APIs, right? And so this file, I hope we can all agree, is just really, really awesome and rich with tons and tons of data for our customer. And so basically, the way that we're able to create this in Claude Code was we used a combination of internal data that my agency has, and then just some normal APIs and all that other kind of stuff. And I'll just explain exactly how we pulled all of it. So you'll see that it started off with 735,000 companies down to 64,000 qualified SaaS leads. So this is 64,000 qualified companies. It starts with the 735,000 companies because, as you can see, we have this TypeSense TAM. TypeSense is a search engine. And so we have a database of every company in the United States. And I'm pretty confident in our coverage of the United States. Europe is just so-so, but we'll get there in a second. And so then what we basically did first was we had these raw TAM rows. I thought it would tell us where it came from. So basically it pulled as many companies. This company in particular is looking for SaaS companies. So it first found any company that mentions SaaS or software or any good keyword reasonably at all from our TypeSense database, which is why we got 735,000 companies. And then it dropped them down by filtering out some pre-filtered stuff that I think we're going to talk about a little bit later. Oh, here's the pre-filter. So drop obvious non-SaaS, consulting, agencies, hardware, retail, etc. And then we did a hybrid web scrape where then we were looking for their homepage, their pricing page using Python and all these things just to find the ones that were good fits. So we went from 581,000 companies down to 85,000 good fit companies, and then all the way down to 64,000 contacts with valid emails and all those other kind of things. But so in order to find the things like the pricing, in order to find what were the CTAs that they had on their website, do they do demos, do they have free trials, do they have case studies, all these other things, we did not need to use a crazy amount of AI or anything. We literally just said to, we use Claude Code for this, hey, just use an open source Python library to scrape the websites to find this. You'll see in here that there's a crawl for AI fallback. That's only if the website was protected, but most websites aren't protected against bots or anything. So it was super easy to be able to get this stuff here. We generated 3 ideas about how we could help them with their demos, which is something we'll use downstream. I don't think people need to worry about that. And we use Prospeo to find contacts and then load them into Supabase and all this other stuff. And so I just want to go through the signals because I think that's the most interesting thing here. Let me just make sure. Yep. So we were able to get the CTA signals of, do they have a demo book? Do they have a contact sales? Do they have a soft match, CTA source URL, all this stuff. All of this was literally just, hey, AI, come up with all of the normal call to actions that people have for book a meeting, talk to sales, contact us, like all those CTAs, and literally just get all the text from the website using an open source Python library. I don't even know what that Python library is called because Claude Code did all the work for me. And then it literally was just like, if it contains these words, then we know that it contains it. Then for the pricing, there it was using another open source library to check out the tree of the website and then literally just guess something like clay.com/pricing or clay.com/price, but then also to look at the sitemap to see if there was a pricing page as well too. That again, no AI was needed for that because then we literally just we just captured the page via keyword lookup, but then we did use AI to review the lowest USD, the highest USD. Enterprise was just a keyword lookup. Free trial was just a keyword lookup, and then pricing currency was just keyword as well. So this was super super cheap to be able to do. Their positioning, homepage H1, this is just super easy to be able to scrape. Primary offer summary, that's just GPT-4o mini, super easy. Case study URLs, frequently asked question URLs, super easy to just extract as well too. And then this buyer organization, we literally just did with a combination of Prospeo and Rapid API. We used mainly Prospeo for the speed at the time, and then Rapid API, we just did a double check of, okay, for anything that we didn't find on Prospeo, can we try to find it on Rapid API as well too. And I think that was everything here. And so I think this is just another really good example of if you have an idea of the data that you want, if you have an idea of the data that you are looking for and you don't know what API to use, let Claude Code or Codex do the research on finding what API to use. But then if you already know, then as you have ideas for your TAM of, oh, hey, I want to know, do they have book a demo on their website or do they have pricing on their website? How would I as a human look for that? And then just let Claude Code cook and just let it do its thing. It's amazingly accurate for these kind of things. And so I hope, again, we didn't really go over this workflow because anybody who might be asking, okay, could you give me access to this workflow? Literally, if you were to just take the transcript of this video and ask Claude Code, how did he do it? Minus the fact that I have the internal database that we use for our customers. It's got like 15 million companies in our internal database. Minus that fact, you could literally just take this transcript and just ask it, okay, how did he get these things? What what direction did he use to use Rapid API or to use an open source library or when to use GPT-4o mini and all those things? Just ask Claude Code and Codex and it'll set it all up for you. I'm just making this video just literally so that you know that this is possible. And if you thought, oh, maybe I should get around to this, I'm not sure if it's going to work, I promise you it will. I just hope that you find that knowing that this is possible is useful. So thanks everyone.